Welcome back to our next video, perfect competition. So as I told you in the previous video that the market classification of market is based on the three types. That is on the basis of the time, on the basis of the place, and on the basis of competition. So two types already we have seen, but the third one that is today we are going to see, that is on the basis of the competition. So in our this syllabus we are going to study three types of competition, and today we are in our this today's video we are going to study the first type of competition, that is the perfect competition. So perfect competition means what it is. Just when we will go throughout this video, it's a request that you just keep in your mind the vegetable market. Okay, whenever I will speak about the market, you just keep in your mind the vegetable market in your mind, so that you will understand all the concepts clearly. So perfect competition, if you see, this type of competition does not exist only in the real life, because it's just an imaginary concept which is given to us. Real life में नहीं दिखाई देगा. Though I told you imagine the vegetable market, but I just told you that keep in your mind, just you have to imagine it. That's not there in the real life, but we have to just imagine that this is the market, and accordingly you have to understand all the points in our today's video. So this is just a type of imaginary market, but you will not get to see it in the real life. And as I told you now, definition, we will move towards the definition, that is according to Mrs. John Robinson, perfect competition prevails when the demand for the output of each producer is perfectly elastic. What does it mean now? कि perfect competition कब दिखाई देगा, कब prevail होगा वो, कि when the demand for the output of each of the producer is perfectly elastic. So उनका जो output रहेगा producers का, output का meaning है when the supply of the producers is perfectly elastic. Perfectly elastic का meaning है that means it is not constant. When their supply is not constant, at that time only the perfect competition will be there in the market, or else there will be no perfect competition. And if you just come to know, let me tell you that perfect competition means what it is. Just now, just imagine the vegetable market in your mind. So perfect competition is the competition, or is the market where all the products are of homogeneous type. मतलब सारे commodities same होंगे, same type of commodities are sold, and there are large number of buyers and large number of sellers. So just imagine now vegetable market. Vegetable market में भी वैसे दिखाई देगा कि one person is selling the onions, the other one is also selling it, the third one is also selling it. So all these people can be under the homogeneous goods, because onions are homogeneous. No, it is not different type of products. Yeah, is it like that? One onion is one seller's onions are of different type, and the other one's that size is too much big, too much big. No, but all those products are homogeneous. Quality is almost same, we can say, in this type of market. So this one can be called as the homogeneous market. Homogeneous products are sold there. Even there are large number of buyers are there and large number of sellers are there. And because of that, the buyers, they cannot charge the prices according to their wish. So that's why it is told that in the perfect competition, all the sellers are just the price takers and they are not the price makers, क्योंकि वो खुद की प्राइस नहीं बना सकते. Whatever price is given to them by the buyers, they have to accept it. Though the we can say specific price is already given by them, put by them, that this is the price of my goods, but still by bargaining the buyers can bring down the price and they can purchase the things, but they will never sell the goods below the margin decided by them. Whatever margin is decided, at this price I will sell, and below that price I will not sell the goods. So they will not sell it because they will not like to take the losses. So in today we are going to see the features of the perfect competition. So total there are 8 bullet points which we are going to study in our today's video. So the first one is large number of buyers and sellers. Starting only I told you, just imagine the vegetable market. So what do you observe in the vegetable market? That there are large number of sellers and there are large number of buyers are there. Those who sell and those who purchase the goods from the sellers. The second one is homogeneous products. So obviously in the vegetable market, all the products are homogeneous. Same products are there. So they don't differ in their size, color or shape. So all the products sold in the perfect competition are of the same size, same color, same shape, etc. The third one is free entry and exit. So free entry and exit means what it is, that in the perfect competition there are no restrictions on the entry of the sellers. Means anyone can enter the perfect competition, they can sit there and they can sell the products. And again, if they feel that I am incurring the losses in this competition, in this market, so they may also again exit from the market, because this thing does not happen in the other types of competition or in the other types of the market. Just say about the मोनोपोली. अगर मोनोपोली का मीनिंग लो कि सिंगल सेलर्स होते उधर, सो डॉक्टर्स आर देर, लॉयर्स आर देर, ऑल दिस पीपल दे कम अंडर द मोनोपोली मार्केट. So without the certificate, the doctor cannot open the hospitals without certificate. Certificate is needed. So that certificate, that degree is one type of restriction for him. Unless and until the doctor does not have the certificates, can't open the hospitals. So in the perfect competition, what is given? There is a free entry and exit. That means there is no restriction on the entry in the firm, and there are no restrictions even on the exit of the sellers or the firm. The fourth point is the single price. Single price means what it is, that single price is decided by the producers or by the sellers. They will not change the prices. Whatever price is decided, they will sell the goods at that price. But even if the buyers will go and they will bargain, they will try to decrease the price, so they may decrease it as per their convenience, but the price is fixed. Single price prevails in the perfect competition. The next one is perfect knowledge of the market. So now who has the perfect knowledge here? Both, that is buyers as well as the sellers. Both of them have the perfect knowledge about the market, and due to the perfect knowledge they can buy and sell the goods, and no buyer is cheated by the buyer. Because it may happen sometimes that if any person, if you just think that you go to the market to purchase something, vegetables, and if you are totally unaware about the prices of the goods of those vegetables, so at that time the seller may cheat you by charging the higher prices. But what happens, what we have to consider here in the perfect competition, that this thing will not happen. That means the buyers as well as the sellers have the perfect knowledge about the price. That means even if you will go to the market, even you have the full knowledge about the price. That like this we have to assume here. The next one is perfect mobility of factors of production. So which are the main factors of production? That is land, labor, capital and entrepreneur. So all this can be mobilized. That means movement can be made. जो laborers रहेंगे, laborers also can be shifted from one place to the other place. Even we can say land, though we cannot physically we cannot transfer the land, but if a seller is there, if he lives in a city, just say that he lives in Pune, and if he wants to shift his companies in the Bombay and all, if he wants to shift there, so he may sell the land here, and with the same amount he may purchase it at the other place. So that also can be shifted here, means we can mobilize these resources. Next one is absence of transport cost. So as I told you that perfect competition means what it is, vegetable market, you just imagine in your mind. So absence of transport cost will be there, means we cannot say that totally absence is there, but little bit cost is there, because wherever production is done at the same place selling will be done. So there is no presence of the transportation cost. Transportation cost is totally absent there, because even if the person thinks I want to enter the market, he will enter, again he will exit from the same market. So there is no need only of the transportation cost. And the last one is no government intervention. So if you see in this type of market, the government cannot interfere in the working of the sellers, because if a doctor is there, if he just establishes a hospital and if he is without the certificate, the government interventions will be there. Government may ask him for the certificates, but it is not in the case of the vegetable seller. Government will not ask that show me your certificates, how you have sit here for the selling of the vegetables. So there is no government intervention. That means there is no documentation needed to enter the perfect competition market. So these are our points regarding the perfect competition, and as I told you that there are other two markets that we will see it in our further videos. Thank you.